Today I'm going to show you guys the two different kernels that I like to go between as far as basically optimizing the system. But before we can get there, we need to make sure that we have TWRP installed, and we do definitely have Super User. This is TK and this is XDA TV. First thing we want to do is download the toolbox itself. The link is here in the description. Go to the OnePlus 2 toolbox. Install ATB drivers, as well as make sure that you have your existing drivers for the device installed. Once you have those two things configured, you just need to turn on the toolbox itself, go in and hit the Run Me file, and you greet it with this blue and white screen. It almost looks like an old interface, but it's really quite powerful. It gives us the ability to check the bootloader status. Now, just as a heads up, I've already unlocked my bootloader on my device, but had it not been unlocked, option 3 would have been the option that I would have gone through, and it would reboot my device to unlock it. But since we're not doing that process, make sure obviously, you know, before you unlock your bootloader, back up everything off your device, as your device will be wiped. Wiped factory clean, meaning it's as if you just opened it up the box and picked up the device from it. Once you go through the unlocking process, it's pretty simple. We're going to go in and flash a recovery. We'll hit 4. It says checking the connection to the device. Of course, all drivers has to be installed. Once it's done, it says now booting into fastboot. We'll hit any key, and we'll notice our device restarted. We have fastboot showing on right there. It says just enter fastboot mode. Please hit any key for flashing. Again, it's done. Now it's going to test it by going directly into the actual recovery itself. Hit any key one more time. The screen goes away, but your device should boot up into TWRP. And as you can see here, we have TWRP installed. As you can see, the device booted up. We'll go ahead and unlock the device. It goes back into the home screen. The next thing we want to do is basically root our device. So we're going to go option 7, which says flash super user and root. So we'll go 7, enter. Waiting for device. If the device stays here, check if the USB debugging is turned on. Device found. Rebooting system into fastboot and waiting for device. Again, it goes back into the fastboot functionality, and now it's downloading the boot image. Okay, and it's booting a temporary boot image to be able to flash it. And then press any key. And you can see that hopefully on the script here that the actual installation is going through. And the device will boot up. The device is back up. We're pretty much done actually flashing anything that we need to do to be able to gain root and TWRP. We can go into Flashify, and we can go in. I've already backed up my stock recovery, so in case I need to revert to stock, I've also backed up my recovery itself. Actually, this is the stock kernel. And if I want to install a different kernel, I can just say flash, File Explorer, and here's the file, the AK root. We'll select it. We can have the option of basically saying wipe cache and wipe Dalvik cache, and then go ahead and flash it. It will basically flash it over your system, reboot into recovery, and come back up. We currently have a custom kernel installed on the system itself, so the main benefit of course is to be able to basically customize it, and that's where the kernel auditor comes in. Gives us the ability of controlling the kernel, changing the different governors. We'll go under CPU. So you can go in, you can see the frequencies that you have, the maximum, minimum frequency, and the governor. One of the main benefits of the Sandy kernel is that we're able to use Elemental X, which gives us much more power as far as controlling how our system is within sleep mode, as well as the ability of extending our battery life. And we're able to set it on both of them. So we can go in, governor is interactive, we can change that to Elemental X, and then we can go back home. And overall, the performance will not be hindered. You may notice some stuttering here and there when the system first turns on, but once it's been booted up correctly, you should be fine. And just to kind of confirm, the camera is still working. Go ahead and unlock the device using the fingerprint. And as you can see, it unlocks the screen directly into the home screen. So it's pretty simple from the sense of what you need to do to get your device ready. Unlock your device, just remember that that will wipe your system. Make sure you have the correct drivers installed. Once you plug in your device to the computer, the drivers will automatically prompt you to be installed. The other thing, make sure you use the toolkit that I provide you guys, and check the link in the description below. Follow the steps and you'll be able to not only back up your device, which you should be able to do the first thing as soon as you're done installing TWRP and Super User, but also you'll be able to change your kernel. But other than that, as usual, I want to say thank you for being a fan here. Like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.